Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Angela and I'm here today to share with you a little video to go into our Spring Splendor journal. Now of course, as I say many times, although I'm doing a spring journal, I know that half the world is going into autumn. Now remember, these ideas that I have can go into any theme, so don't be sort of held back by thinking, oh well, we're not in spring right now. You know, it doesn't matter if you're doing a vintage journal, steampunk, you know, shabby chic, or even botanical, or any other theme at all. The principles of what I'm doing will fit with any of the pages that you have. All right, so having said and named all those styles, I thought that I would just remind you to go and catch up with Rach and Bella's lovely collaboration for April called Show Some Style. All right, so go and have a look at those lovely people and all they have to offer. I've seen the most tremendous videos, and really I've learned so many new things, and I know that you're going to love them too. Right, that being said, I'm going to move on to what I'm doing today. I'm going to be making a double belly band. This is something I have made in the past, a long time ago. I think when I did my To Have and To Hold journal, and I was inspired by Rach actually at the time. So yeah, I have just had a look at what I did then, just to remind me, and made a few tweaks to it, as I like to do. Okay, so what do you need? Well, I've got these two trays in front of me here. I'm not going to go through all these details, other than to say we're going to be doing a sort of a green and lemon theme and a pink, it looks like pink sorbet. It looks like ice cream, all these colors. Pink and lemon theme. All right, I have got ephemera pieces, I've got some die cuts, I've got some fussy cuts, I've got some of my daisy trims, I've got fabrics that I've made into ruffles, lots of ribbons in here, little fabric pieces and all sorts. So please bear with me that I don't go and take 10 minutes to show you all the items one by one. I've lined them up so I know which is going with which. All right, so you need to gather your basket with all your goodies. Right, and then I'm going to use lace. So I'll use this on the pink and yellow, and this on the yellow and sort of lovely green color. So you need some lace as well. And then you're going to use some paper. So again, I've clipped them into 2 bundles. I have used my lace, yellow lace pages. I've got the daisy page from the background kits, these two. And then the lovely pink with the lovely flowers on them. There's all sorts of flowers in there. Right, I'll give you a couple of measurements in a moment. And then the same with here. Here I'm going to use the pink polka dot. I've got the green background page, and I have this lovely floral. Now this particular page comes from, and I've grabbed it here, the other bit of this. All right, so that's where that one comes from. And then you know that these are background pages in the background Spring Splendor kit, which is a 19-page stunning kit that'll go with any spring theme, or any theme if you're a lover of pastels like I am. All right, so that's what you need there. Just put that out the way. Now just for some measurements, let's start with the lace pages, because that's what I'm going to use first. Now you need to cut yourself 2 of these, 1 in each color. So this is the green. This measures, let me think now, 3 1/4 inches that way and 8 inches that way. Now this is aimed at an A4. If you've got a US letter size paper, then make it 8 1/4 inches that way. All right, because your pages are slightly wider. All right, and now in centimeters, that's 20 centimeters that way and 8 centimeters, I think it was, that way. Just checking. Don't want to give you the wrong information. Yes. All right, so that's the same, 21 by 8 in centimeters, or what did I say, 3 1/4 by 8. Sure, it's 3 1/4. Yeah, okay, so you want those. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use this as the bottom of the belly band, and we want to stick our lace onto that. So for the lemon color, I'm going to stick on the pink lace. That's the way. Just getting my wits about me. Just getting my wits about me. Right, so yeah, I didn't want to put too much pink on the other one. Am I doing this right? Yes, the pink is going to go on the green, sorry. All right, so we want to just get that stuck on there. So let's grab the scissors, and we want our Fabri-Tac glue, and then all you want to do is, I thought I had done this, I think I have, but it's very light. Put on as much of the distress, or maybe you don't like putting it on, it's all up to you. Just doing it ever so lightly on there, and then all I want to do is I want to get this stuck onto the base like this. Yeah, so that's going to be up until that point. So I'm just going to cut 2 of these ever so quickly. There we go. And then the same on the bottom here. There we go. So we want to do that quickly, and then I'm going to do the same with the other one as well. Yeah, I have been working on, my desk is full of little bundles from the front to the back. So my room is like a U shape with all the work area surfaces. I have my desk at the base of the U, as you do, and I just want to make sure I did get that about right. And then this one. And I have got loads of things that I'm going to be sharing with you this week. So yeah, I've been a busy bee, as you are. But yeah, it just never stops. But I'm not moaning because I love it, and I'm excited to share with you. So the one thing that I have done, and I'll share it with you on Friday, is I've just completed my mini Spring Splendor journal, and I'm in love with it. I've never been so in love with a mini journal ever, but this is it. And we've got some little tricks that you'll be able to see with that. Something I've done a bit differently this time. So I'm hoping you're going to be as excited about it as I am. Now, I just want to turn this over. I'm going to stick the lace on the underside here. Now, I'm not putting a lot of glue on here because I am going to ultimately stitch around this. But please, guys, you know you don't have to stitch. It's just a thing that I like to do as a sort of style choice. Okay, now I just want to get that onto the base here, which is going to keep it there long enough for what I need to do. Now, of course, if you're not going to stitch, then just put be more frugal with the glue. All right, this is just to hold it in place when I'm stitching, so it's very little on here. Okay, so there's the one, and then the same with the other. So let's get that on here. All right, so there you can see I've got these 2 ready now. So these will form the base of our belly band, so that's nice and wide. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take the top piece. Now the top piece is the same as this, so you either your 8 or 8 1/4 inches, depending on which size paper you're using, and then of course it is 12 centimeters across, so that is in inches 4 3/4. All right, so that's what we've got there. So you want 2 pieces, so you want one. I'm going to do this one quickly. You want to, I'm folding this in half, and the reason is it's just so that I can keep it nice and firm. Now with my previous one, what I did was I actually made a little window here, and I made a pocket in there, which you can do if you want, but I'm not going to do that on this occasion. I'm keeping it simpler, and I want to just grab my glue stick, and I'm going to stick these together. So this one I'm going to use for my little yellow one here. So I'm just getting that done, and again I'm going to, when I stitch this, I will stitch it with this one as well, so I'll explain that in a moment. So at the moment, just get that folded over so that you've got that sort of look. All right, and then do the same with the other. So with the other, it's this piece, which is absolutely stunning, and I want to get that beautiful. It looks like a sunflower. I think it's a, well, I actually don't know, a bit of a daisy sunflower look to it. Now I'm just getting that folded over. Yes, and I managed to get that bit in, so that's perfect. Now you don't have to use the whole piece, you can use plain paper. I'm using 160 GSM, so it's nice and robust and perfect for what we're going to do here. I'm going to be liberal with the glue and get that stuck down. But like I said, if you wanted to make a pocket in between there, then go right ahead and do that, and you could put a nice little journal card, nice long and thin one, in a little hidey spot over there, so that would work really well. Okay, so we're just going to very lightly dust the edges here with some distress oxide. There we go, and the same with this one, and really pretty. I do love them. Yeah, nothing like a belly band to store all your favorite ephemera, photos, and all sorts of things. Cards, love a belly band. So got to have one in here. So there we go. Now, I'm not going to sew together right yet. There's something I need to do before I can do that. So I'm just keeping them on the right sides here so that I don't get it wrong. Right, now, as you know, I cut out these little bits here. I'm going to use the yellow one over here, and I think it's this way, yeah, and a pink one over there. Now they're the same size, and I think one way it's just short of 2.5 inches by just over 2 1/4. Yeah, all right. So you want the longer side to go lengthways and the narrower side the width. All right, now in centimeters that is 5 3/4 by about 6. Okay, so this one I'm going to put one at the bottom. No, I think I'm going to put it at the top. So this one I'm going to put at the top, and you can see there's very little edge here on this one, and it's because of the ephemera that I had. Now, because you're going to put ephemera in here, you might want to just check that you have got enough space to do that. All right, so this one, it needs to come around this way, and I love that picture there, so I don't want to cover that bit up, so I want to put this on as a little pocket. And I also want to just take my little image and see how far down that's going to go, so I don't want it to stick out the top too much. All right, so take your piece of ephemera. I'm using this one for this, just so that you can see when you tuck it in that it's going to be okay. So I think this is where I need this one to be, and this is where my pencil is going to come into play. I'm going to just put my pencil there so I know that's the spot. And then with this one, I've got this little one, and I'm going to see it's very close, and when it's so close with the borders like this is when I stitch it. Right, we're going to have it about here. Right, there we go. It's too late now, it's done. Right, I should have really made slightly smaller ephemera bits, but when I was looking, that was the narrowest I had. So there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clip this on, like onto this piece here. I'm lining it up on the line, so that's where I want it, and I'm going to stitch around. I think what I'm going to do, I've got my punch here, just so that I get it the right way. I just want to put a little notch in like that, and the same with this one. There we go. Okay, right, so now there's no mistake in which way these have to go. Just wondering if I shouldn't change that around. No, because this is no highlighting of the yellow on that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do very quickly is 2 things. I'm going to stitch these little pockets on here, so just around there like that. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to do is, once I've stitched that, I'm then going to place it onto this piece like this, and I'm going to stitch across there, stitch alongside the lace across there and all the way up. All right, so let me go do that. Okie dokie. So you can see I first just stitched the pocket on, and then I stitch right around there like that, and you've got a belly band there, and we'll have one there, and then the same here. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a few decorations on. I'm not going to stick any fussy cuts or die cuts over that picture because I really like that picture, but on this one I thought I would just take my little daisy fussy cut and 2 of my die cuts, and I'm going to stick them on just over here like that. Yeah, so let's do that quickly. Hopefully the glue is going to do its thing. So yeah, I've got a busy week coming up, and lots to share, as I said, so look out for Friday's video, because we have Mother's Day coming up in the US and the rest of the world, don't we? So I thought that this would look really good as an idea and a gift for Mother's Day or birthdays or any day really. So let's get that on the road. Right, we're going to stick that one there like that quickly, and then this little one as well. And I do love these colors. They just, although spring hasn't seemed to really be showing in the form of temperature here in the Midlands in the UK, I will say that there are little leaves on my big tree in the garden, I'm happy to report, and you know, the flowers are starting to take hold. I've got lots of, is it salvia, the purple, little blue purple flowers that are springing up everywhere, and they are just so pretty. So that is happening, but the temperature, I'm still wearing lots of layers. I've taken off one just to film, but yeah, I had the heater on yesterday, the little electric heater actually, just in my office where I was, and Abby was curled up by my feet, also feeling the chills, and she was wrapped up in her blanket, bless her. Right, so we've got that little bit going on there, and I'm leaving that as it is on that side, but I'm going to put something on the pockets. So what I did was I've cut out one of those little daisies, so there's the cream one and there's the pink one. I'm going to use those in a minute, and then I've got a little bit of fabric. Now this is, I've just cut a little piece that's a little bit bigger than my sentiment that I'm going to use it for. I'm just giving it a little bit of a frayed edge, nothing radical. This little Gerard Manley Hopkins quote that I'm going to just, I might make this a little bit shorter actually. Let's make this, let me get the fabric goodies. I just want to make this a little bit shorter. There we go. So I'm going to put that there, and I think, yeah, I'm not going to worry about making it narrow on the top. So nothing is so beautiful as spring, and you definitely have my vote there, Mr. Manley Hopkins. Right, where is the fabric tuck? We just want that. We're going to stick this down onto our fabric piece. Thank goodness there's something going on the top of it. Right, so we want to get that into place like that. Yeah. So I suppose if you were looking at Rachel's styles that she talks about, this is most definitely shabby chic. With a touch of botanicals. Okay, so how's that sound? You agree with me? You can let me know in the comments. I was saying the other day to someone that, you know, I never even thought about what my style was when I craft. Before Rach did her collaboration, didn't even cross my mind to think there was a style. You must forgive me, I've never had an art lesson in my life, so you know, I just do what comes to my mind. So I'm quite indifferent to any of that. But yeah, I had to look up what mixed media was. Well, not now, but you know, while I've been crafting. Right, so there we've got that one. How sweet is that? I've got all these layers and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's. I'm not a fan of McDonald's, but you know, they're loving it too. Right, so I'm going to just trim this down a little bit like I did with the other. So yeah, just checking it out. I'm going to just trim a little bit off the side there. These are all fabrics from my fabric bundle. And I do love them. They go beautifully with this kit. Just beautiful. They're my kind of colours, definitely. I'm such a girl, honestly. There's no steampunk in me. I'll have to give it a go though. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give up. But I really just don't have the kind of things that I need to have a go at it. But I'll gather some goodies. Don't worry. I need some of those goodies. But yeah, I'm very light and fluffy. That's definitely me, isn't it? I'm definitely not dark or... I mean, my whole house is pretty much pastels, if I'm honest. But yeah, I just find them uplifting. It is definitely, and that's probably why spring appeals to me so much, because it's just uplifting. Right, let's stick this down. It's coming together. I'm loving it. I'm going to think of McDonald's now every time. No, that's no good. I'm not a fan of McDonald's, if I'm honest. The only thing I like from McDonald's is chicken nuggets. I'm not a burger person, and can't have milkshakes. I'm lactose intolerant, so that's not going to work. That'll come out as fast as it goes in. It's too much information, I know, but I just can't tolerate it. As much as I love milkshakes, they don't like me. Right, oh, it's coming together. It's coming together. Right, so we've got those bits at the moment. Now, if that wasn't enough, I was still fluffing around with things, so we'll just put those to the side because those are pretty much done and going to end up in our journal pages, and I'll show you where. I then went and gathered some bits here. So these are the ones that are going to go into the pink belly band. So we've got the lovely bunny pictures. I've backed mine onto my lace background pages, you know, I like to do that, and I've just added an eyelet there and put in this beautiful ribbon, and I do love these ribbons. And then that's the small one. Let's slide that into place at the moment. So that's going to go in the top there, and then the green one is having Sure to Grow 1899. We'll put him in there. Okay, so that's went in all right. So far so good. So this is going to be going into, and I might as well just do it while I'm talking, save on time. So back to the pink one. I've got the bunnies, and I've put 2 of those lovely ribbons in, feeling very sprightly. And then the bunnies, which I love those bunnies, that little trio there. So we're going to put that in across there, I think, or like this, something like this. Yeah, and then this is going to end up going underneath, and then I've got the envelope, and that's where I was flouncing around with things. So let's just put the 2 bits into this one as well. Right, and one of them is going the one page, and I can't remember what. I think this one was going to go this way. Got one going in the one direction and one going in the other. This one's going to go in here like that. Oh, it's going to look gorgeous. I can't wait. Right, so that's where we are so far. I'm just going to put that to the side there. The colours are looking divine. Right, and as you know, I have these big envelopes in my add-on kit, which I printed the lace pages on the underside. So I did pink on this one and the light green on the other. All right, so you can put so much in here, but I want to zhuzh this up a bit, as you do. So I grabbed a couple of things. So I've made a little ruffle, and you can glue this in place, as you know, especially like me, we're going to layer things on. Now, I think I'm hovering now about the side it's going to go. I think with this one, I'm going to put this right here. So I've got this whole piece, and I wasn't sure I was going to use the whole piece. It might have been a bit too much. I was going to make it shorter, but I might not. Let's just see. Right, so we're going to, I've got a little die cut here that I wanted to just put over the top, and then I'm going to stick this down like that. Okay, so we've still got our pink and yellow. Pink and yellow, pink and yellow. No, that's black and yellow, black and yellow. The Bee movie from Disney. My daughter is a Disney addict. And I've watched all those films hundreds, literally hundreds of times. I'm going to just stick that on. I'm not going to worry about how big or long or whatever it's going on. Right, so I'm going to stick that on there. Let's do it with this one quickly. So I'm going to stick the glue, let's see, over here. So a little bit sticking over, a little bit. So we're just going to go just over the halfway stitch line. Now, as I said, if you've not got a sewing machine, if you don't have a sewing machine, I should say, for better grammar, you can always stitch these by hand, or you can just use your glue and fold the pleats as you go. Right, I'm going to stick this. I'm doing it. There we go, like that. And then we're going to take this little one, and this is going to be something because it's little, so we want to try our best. Hopefully it's going to work. I really could just take the art glitter glue, but you know, then I've got to put this one down, and I'm just going to go for it. Right, there we go. So I've got that. This one I'm going to lean off my little fabric bit a little bit, like that. And then I'm going to take these two pink daisies, just check for the right side and the wrong side. They're still joined. I just cut two off. I was going to separate them, but then I thought, no, why? At least if they joined, I can just, you know, the one's going to help the other to stay in place. So there we go. I just did it. And I'm going to just stick this on there. Okay. Right. Oh my gosh. I've got hand cream on, so it'll come off. Okay, so we've got that one. And then the same with this one over here. And again, I can't remember now if this is going this way or this way, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Now, I'm going to cut a little bit off here, just a little bit. And I'm going to stick it. Oh, I don't want to cover the bee, so I'm not. Let's get this down. Down for dancing. Right. I haven't gone all the way to the edge, as I say, just halfway between those two, and it's covering a few of my flowers, but hey ho. Oh, not on the bee's body. Right, it's just going a bit more down. Right, we saved you, bee. I love the bee. Right, now we'll get this. Let's do it this way. We'll do it this way. Okay, so we'll get that stuck down. And then we'll get that over there. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's move this all out the way, and I'll be back here with the signature pages. Okay, so I've got this signature out. All right, this is the second signature. And then just after the avocado page, well, on the avocado page, but the other side, where you've got this image here, we're going to stick this one in here. All right, so that's what we're going to do there. So I have just put double-sided tape on mine. You can use glue. I just find that double-sided tape seems to do it for me for belly bands. But anybody, you can use whatever adhesive you choose. All right, so there's that. The thing with that double-sided tape is you've got to be decisive. That's the only thing. So I'm hoping that I'm getting this straight. Too late now. There we go. Right, so, and this is our little card for the middle. You can put it that way. It's up to you. I'm going to just put it this way and turn that around. Right, so that's that one, like that. And then all we need to do is take our little card, put that underneath. And then we've got our little envelope. And then that one, well, really we should put these two together, shouldn't we? So I'm going to just put them like that. And that'll be easier just to get it in there. Right. Like that. Okay, so we've got our little envelope and our little postcard tucked in there. How cute is that? So there's that one. And then with the other one, we're in this signature that we were working on, and after halfway, where we've got the bunny page and we have a lace page, I'm going to stick this one in over here. All right, so I just want to get it straight. And then, yeah, it's always dodge when you are recording. Now I am doing it slightly off center, and I think that's about it. Yeah, too late if it isn't. There you go. Gosh, I'm loving these colors. I'm sorry I say it a lot, but every time I look at the yellow and the green and the yellow, the pink and the yellow, oh, I just love it. Right, so we've got our little card again. We've got our little envelope. It's easier if I just put them together, and then you just lift up your belly band and slide them in there like that. And you've got these lovely colors peeking over the edge there. Well, not much, but you know, just slightly. And how gorgeous is that? I just love it. Right, you've got your 2 belly bands done. There we go. If I move those over like that, that's our 2 belly bands into our signature. Full of excitement going on there. Lots of colors to uplift your day. So if it's cold where you are, or not quite the weather or the day that you've had, I'm hoping this uplifts your spirits and makes you feel all, you know, rejuvenated. That's the word. All right, everyone, go and have some fun trying this and in your theme, or if you're following along with me with a spring journal, then go and have a go at this. I know you're going to love it. And look out for Friday, because I'm bringing the new mini journal with a couple of new things, and I've got a bundle for it as well. Yay! So we'll do that as well. All right, have a great week. I hope the weather holds out for you, and I'll see you on Friday. Stay well, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.